champion. First and foremost, I sincerely want to apologize to RBE, Lawrence, Shotza, and our whole RBE staff. I had a Freudian slip. Like Ored said, he can verify that it was packed in the building. What I was going off of was the Goods and Jim's battle. The way they was reacting, it felt like, and that's what I was trying to say, that there was no one in the room. There was dead silent, you know what I mean? And that was the marquee battle of the card. So I sincerely apologize to that. I'm going to keep the same energy. I was wrong on that 100%. The pay-per-view is going to be in the description below. And again, I apologize on that part. And our RBE, I apologize that y'all got to go through all this mess, you know what I mean? Because there was some good battles on the card, but it's overshadowed with the fight. And to me, that's kind of bogus. We got old Red here. Shake my head, Red.
What's going on?
Hey, the champion of the year.
Yeah.
We put it out in order.
Yeah.
We're going through the whole card. I mean, I want to start. Honestly, I'm be honest. I missed Kush Cloud versus Chip Gambino. Mm-hmm. I didn't see that one. I started off with Truth Watson versus Hayes the Gift. You want to add anything to that? Did you see it?
That's actually the first battle I seen also.
Okay. Oh.
Nice.
No shade to the first people.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that?
Hayes and Truth. For starters, that was one of the best 1SKs I ever seen.
I agree. I agree.
One of the best ones ever. I think Hayes had a great round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he might have had a slip up at the end. You know,
they both slipped up.
I'm not sure. I know Truth slipped up. You know, but they both had great rounds.
Yeah.
I felt like Truth slipped up, and what he had behind the slip up was immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know, so
yeah, I thought Truth was good too. And Truth, I'm sorry to be the bad guy, but I call like I see it, and what I saw from the angle, yeah, and they probably the way it depends on how they edit it. When you was kind of slipping up, and your man was kind of giving you pointers behind you. You know what I mean? Hate to be the snitch here, but you know you gotta call a spade a spade. Overall, your material was good though. You know what I mean? You did respond to Snake Eyes coming at Jazz Rapper. You defended your beautiful stuff. I appreciate that, but I can't really call a winner because y'all both slipping up. Honestly, I material wise, I like Truth better though. You know whatever, material wise, Truth. We go to the next battle.
Yeah, because I didn't catch that battle.
Yeah, okay.
So I would be foolish to sit up here and try to critique those guys. I didn't catch that one.
Okay.
To be totally honest.
And I doubt you caught a heavy half versus Nice.
I didn't.
And Nice is your man, Red. Let's see if he's biased. How you feel about this battle, Red? Huh, Red? He watching this too.
I told my boy, you know, you got 3-0.
Dang.
You know, I do that to him every battle.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
And, truth be told, I felt like they arguably had the battle of the night.
Oh, okay.
I disagree. Go ahead.
It was a great back and forth battle.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Fire first round from both. I think Nice got the second round clearly, and the third. I felt like Nice started off his third fire and ended a little dim. And then on the flip side, I felt like Heavy Half started off a little slow and he picked up towards the end.
Yeah.
You know, so it overall, you know, I was kind of leaning towards Nice, but it was a slight edge for me personally. You know, I wouldn't be mad at anyone saying Heavy Half won the battle. Like I said, it was one of the best back and forths of the night.
Yeah.
So I think they both earned a W. I think they both earned a slot on the next card. You know, so
facts.
I would love to see both of them back. You know.
You know what I mean? I've noticed Heavy Half. You know, I paid attention to Heavy. I always thought he was dope, but this like woke me up, made me a believer in a sense. And I think he won the battle. I'm not sure the exact round. Now that you say the second round, I could have sworn I gave it to Heavy Half the second and third. So the fact that you saying this, I gotta watch it. I'm gonna give it one more watch.
I've heard some people give Heavy Half the battle. For the most part, it was first and third. Though.
Okay, I just gotta watch it again. You know, I had my Chinese food up and I'm eating, you know, Girl Scout cookies. And I'm not fully tuned in because the way I was watching this battle, I bought the pay-per-view, put it on play, and just listening to it. Then when I seen Heavy Half, I'm like, when I heard him going, I'm like, oh, who's battling right now? And I zone in, and that's when I'm fully into the battle. Okay, so the next battle. Showoff versus Loso. Showoff came back. He was the Grim Reaper. He was a preacher. How y'all calling this one? How y'all feel about it?
Microwave stopper.
Okay.
Very entertaining battle. Very entertaining battle. Go ahead, O-Red. I know you're ready. You were there. You were there.
Front and center.
You were there.
You know, that battle, they wasn't holding any punches. You know, they wasn't holding any punches. Shaking the building.
Yeah.
You know, I think Showoff might have started off a little slow. I believe I had Loso winning the first round.
Okay. Not mad at that.
I had Showoff winning the second round.
Not mad at that.
Now
bring it home.
This is where it boils down to
Oh,
me.
here we go. This is gonna be the heavy debate and how you take Showoff's round.
I felt wrong to react to Showoff's round. And that's just based off my spirituality.
Okay.
You know, because he didn't specify any type of God or any type of beliefs.
That's a fact.
You know, so
that's
to me
fact.
it was a shot at whatever
you believe in.
God is one, so it's
to me it was an atheism type round. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and I personally disagree with that.
that's a,
So that right there seemed a little blasphemous for me. So I said, "Oh, get away from me, Sean. Nah, get away from me, man."
yeah.
I refuse to go down bottom in the pits, man, because of a third round
Mhm.
that I didn't write. You know?
Yeah.
But that's how I felt about his
Okay.
round. I felt,
So you gave it to Loso then? We call
it's
winners
kinda
here
like,
on champions.
It's kind of by default, though. You know,
Okay.
I did give it to Loso.
He had a bar about that though. So he's like, if anybody says this and this about me spitting about this, well, y'all, I let the fans, I let the fan watch it first before I,
Yeah.
get to bar lyrical breakdown, whatever.
Yeah, but I guess I gotta go. Like I said, it's by default though. You know, I think both of them had, for what they set out to do on each side. I think both of them had a great show.
Yeah.
By
Tech.
Showoff, man, he comes out, like he's part of the choir. He's got his, what is that? A veil, cap and gown, or what did he? What is that?
Yeah, right up top too. I don't know.
He
Like he graduated. The Grim Reaper graduated.
very
All
creative.
he did was a cap.
Oh, that's very, very creative, Showoff. I want to commend you for doing that. That was great. And then when you took that off, you had your Reverend Al Sharp. You had your little, like you were the priest, and you're sitting in the confession booth, and you got this. I thought that was pretty dope. That round, that third round, man. You talking about God, man. I'm gonna tell you to tread lightly, sir.
Yeah.
Be very, very careful when you talk about God. Like old Red said, that's when it turned for me, because it was like, what are we doing here? Like, you're looking up in the sky, and you're like, yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm a man of belief. I believe in the law. Some people believe in, Christian, Jesus, whatever your beliefs is, but God is one,
Yeah.
Whatever your beliefs is, God is one. And when you did that, it turned for me, because I almost just wanted to turn the battle off. Like, what am I watching here? That's what I say about battle rap. There's sometimes when battle rap goes a little bit too far.
Mm-hmm.
When you start talking about people, kids, and people dead family members, and then you start talking about I don't know. But Showoff had real good energy. Showoff, I don't know if you watched Champion and listen, because you was aggressive. Showoff was up in the, not Showoff,
Loso.
Loso, you was aggressive. You was up in Showoff face, boy. What? Okay, and you wasn't backing down. I think you matched Showoff's energy, the aggression. You had clever lines. You had good angles. I had you winning 2 and 3. I had you winning the second.
2 and 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
There we go. Me and Tech always disagree. It's genuine too.
I thought Showoff first round, he came off on fire. I gave Showoff the first round. I gave Loso the second and the third, and I gave Loso the third round because Showoff had a haymaker in that third round when he said, "Psych out loud," something like that.
Come on, Saga slipped. That's Saga fault.
I know it's something, but he got him. He caught him out there. Caught him with a hand in the cookie jar. Got a big reaction. The third round, Showoff's third round was good, but it just wasn't for me with the angle that he took. Yeah. So I gave Loso that round, just, like you said, disappeared just by off default, because I didn't like that stuff. I didn't even want to hear it. I started turning it down. What's going on here? Don't hear this, kids. Put the kids away. Put your kids away spreading this message like that.
For me, I felt like Shaw started off slow in the first. I gave the first round to Loso, and I felt like the consensus. We'll see though.
Okay.
We're gonna break it. We're gonna touch it again.
Okay.
I thought Shaw came back strong in the second. I gave the second round clearly to Showoff.
Okay.
The third round, that angle is. This is where I gotta praise B Dot. let's leave it to people like B Dot. You know, come at God and his
Kinetic
religion and
science,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Kinetic science was the perfect tool to just narrow and break that down for me. I don't think Showoff did. You know what I mean? And when it comes out, I feel like the people might feel the same. But the way he presented it, though, and you know him being disrespectful, it's something entertaining to watch. Loso, on the other hand, too, he also did good. I'm leaning towards Loso right now.
Yeah.
Loso 2-1.
Yeah.
But to me, Showoff had a solid return, if I can say that myself. You know.
I want to say this to Loso, and I think you did this in one of your other battles. I can't remember what it was, but your angle with the Adi Boom, it went too far in that third round. You stretched it out. I heard Adi Boom's name 15 times in that round. I don't know what the obsession was with the Adi Boom, and he's close to Adi Boom. He's don't touch it. Leave it alone. You touch the subject and then you go on to the next thing.
I can say the same thing about the religion angle, Tech. The religion, everybody's always touching, and I feel like they attack it the same way.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
and everybody but B Dot, excuse me. Not to praise him too much, but to me he did.
Yeah. But I think Adi Boom's name was just mentioned a whole lot. It was way too much. Shorten it, boom, shoot.
By the way, free Boom. You next,
Free
bro.
Adi
Come
Boom,
out,
sir.
come out. Free Boom. And I think ARP was talking about you versus Boom.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
told you
hear
about
that a
that.
lot from ARP.
Okay.
That'd be crazy. Dope battle,
I don't
though.
know. I think you should. Let me leave that. Alone.
I mean, we all know it's chess, not checkers.
Okay.
You know, so
All right.
Showoff.
they know better than to try to do that.
Okay. Say no more.
Showoff, you're back. Coming back off. That the battle with this.
He's right here.
this
Why
culprit
you
right
set it
here.
up like that? Why you set it up like that, bro?
Coming
Come on.
back off. What happened, and you got.
They
y'all
think that
two
was
battles.
planned.
I want to say you're back, man. That was a really, really good battle. A really, really good look. Very creative. Your rounds, the material you had was really good. And same thing for Loso. Loso, you pick it up where you left off in 2017. So, very entertaining battle for me.
Yeah. It's
Loved
a good
it.
battle. Charlie Clips and DNA versus Big Cannon and Young Cannon. What did I say? Red, what happened, Red? What happened, Red?
Okay, so my take on this battle might be a little different.
Here we go. I'm about to roast
Here we
you. I'm
go.
about to
Here we
cook
go.
you.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm
Here we
gonna cook you.
go. I think you're gonna like this,
I
Black.
hope so. I'm gonna attack
Okay,
you.
for starters, let's just put this out there. Charlie Clips and DNA won.
Thank you.
However,
Thank you.
Young Cannon got edged. Big Cannon got bodied.
Oh, I see what you're going with
I
that.
had Young Cannon getting edged. I believe if it was a little more Young Cannon in the battle would have been a lot closer. He didn't miss. Anytime it was his turn to swing, he was definitely
Going for the fences, huh?
Yeah, he was lights out with it. I mean, like you said, I don't want to put any material out there,
Yeah,
but
they hate
the
that.
second and third, man,
Yeah.
Charlie was just on Big K, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was on. I said Big K.
I
Big
had
K.
the same
He
thing.
was just. Oh my goodness.
Big
Big Cannon lost bad. Young Cannon got edged. It's just no other way
And
to
a
put that.
2-on-2, wow.
And the 2-on-2. I felt like if it was two Young Cannons up there, or if he had
It'd
another,
been closer.
yes. And
But
Young Cannon actually, and I'm not sure. I mean, I may be wrong about this, but if I recollect, Young Cannon had a rebuttal that was better than Big Cannon's rebuttals.
Yeah,
And that's a Big Cannon's strength. So he was on one. Man. Young Cannon was on one that night. It's just he just had the wrong partner.
wow. Okay. You sound like LeBron. LeBron, my team shouldn't be televised right now. My team is a real team.
Sometimes averaging 40 ain't enough.
Oh, wow.
It ain't enough. Sometimes it just ain't enough.
Yeah.
It was a great night for Young Cannon on a personal level.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's a 2-on-2 thing.
2-on-2.
It's a team. You're only strong as your weakest link. Big Cannon just didn't have a good night that night.
And honestly, I tried to motivate these guys, and I know this may sound the way, but I hate that my prediction came true like this. Like they was literally freestyling, and they was doing a lot of damage to the cannons, man. And one thing I seen that kind of put Big Cannon away, or he try to get the rebuttal crown back, and that definitely wasn't working. You did not get that back from DNA. He's now the two-year holder of the rebuttal crown. You're not getting that back anytime soon. And then he pushed young Cannon aside. You said there's more. It's supposed to be more in Cannon, but Big Cannon came like, oh yeah, I got this. Let me do this. That hurt. It's nothing more to say about this battle.
Yeah,
if I talk more about it, I'm gonna get way bars.
What about that? We got to talk about this, man. What about that? That DNA Charlie Clips chemistry, man.
Oh, it was good.
How did you feel about that compared to him and K-Sean?
All right, they battled on Don't Flop before. We said that. But I saw their chemistry at Guerrilla Warfare when they had and Charlie Clips battled Hitman, and it's how they look together. You know, at the end of the day, they still brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't expect anything less. But I think I don't want to say this. It might be better than Sean. It might be because if you can get Clips to focus, he's dangerous. Goods can get Clips to focus, he's dangerous.
They crucified me when I mentioned that.
That
like,
chemistry was A1.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like even when they're freestyling, they're both so fluent with it.
Yeah.
I believe at one point in time in the battle, they was bouncing a freestyle off of each other. That's ridiculous.
I predicted that.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I'm in the process of giving my house back.
Okay.
I bet the house on Big Cannon and Young Cannon, and I got to turn it in because you know, I really thought that they were going to win because I said that DNA was going to be off in Minneapolis at the Super Bowl. Charlie Clips is going to be betting on the roulette wheel, and you know that didn't happen. Charlie ain't betting on no roulette wheel. He ain't in the casinos. He wasn't there. Who said they saw him? They lied. That wasn't him. He wasn't there. Prepared, focused, and they went in there and they did their numbers. They did their numbers. And now my house is done. Thanks to Big Cannon and Young Cannon.
The next battle on the card, this is where the fight was supposed to happen. It's supposed to go down. Shout out to Big K and John and Don for going down the however they tweeted it, going down the alleyway and figuring it out, and you know, being grown men and putting their problem aside and just having a battle. Battle rap community really appreciates that. But how do y'all feel about this? Big K, John and Don. To me, the battle of the night. To me, tension, beautiful. Bars, beautiful. First round from Big K, beautiful. How you feel though, Rad?
I can't, I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
You know, because that was arguably battle of the night for me also.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fire first round from Big K.
Mm-hmm.
Fire first round. I believe I had John winning the battle overall. I had Big K winning the first.
Yeah, me too.
John second and third.
Same
John. See, this is the thing with John. People have to understand. John is a fundamentally sound battle rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to win a battle.
Yeah.
So winning the first round against him means nothing. You know, he comes with 3 rounds.
He probably predicted that. Like, Big K is only strong in the first.
He comes with 3. John just comes with 3 rounds, man, against people that I've seen. Like John's been on the ropes first round plenty of times, and he always knows how to adjust midway through a battle. And a lot of battle rappers just can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I definitely commend him on that. I think he adjusted after that first round because it looked like Big K had the Timberland on his neck. You know.
It's the same thing with you, but you came back in your first round with him, so it's like,
but yeah, John finished great. The tension between them two, I loved it.
Yeah, like it's when you don't fight and it's like that and it's all that back and forth. That's where we wanted, and that's where we wanted to stop at.
Perfect.
And it was genuine tension too. It's not like they was. I don't believe they was fronting or flexing for the camera or anything. That's how they felt throughout the battle. You know.
None of them backed down.
But both of them actually were able to keep a level head and finish the battle, get back into battle rap mode, and then after the battle they settled their differences. You know, so I mean it was a great battle from 2 grown men. You know, salute to both of them. You know, I'd definitely be watching that one again.
Oh yeah. Rare Breed got one with this one. I like this battle, and I think it's going to do a whole bunch of views. I had Big K also in the first, and I'm trying my best. I love hating on John and Don, but I can't with this battle. I thought he took the second and third. The third round definitely, clearly, Big K, he's letting up. That round was oddly short. You know what I mean? Against O-Rad, it was bad, but this round had good moments, but it was just way too short. And then I felt like John and Don closed way better. Period. To me, it's clear. I think it's clear that John and Don won this battle.
I wish we could do bars, man.
There's
a 40 chick like you when you don't like the ball.
They get They
Done
get
with
mad
you.
when we do that, man. They
John
get mad.
John talking to him. John was on fire. Fire. Big K was on fire. Like you said, this is the battle of the night.
Thank you.
Tension perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect. Two stars on the court jousting and talking trash back and forth. None of them getting physical.
Yeah.
Perfect tension. Great battle. Each round was entertaining to me, even though Big K one of his rounds was short in the third, but it was still an entertaining round for me. Really good battle. I thought both of them did what they were supposed to do. John edged it in the second and the third. Big K, if you had 3 first rounds, you could have probably clearly won this battle.
I say that to him a lot in my blogs. Like, if he hits that 3 first rounds, if he came in the first round, but that's his pattern, you know what I mean? O-Rad, strong first round. Jonathan, strong first round. Cortez, strong first round. Had an overall good battle, you know what I mean? But he's a first round person.
Big K was gripped against that.
Yeah. We're here, last battle of the night. We kind of gave our opinion on this. And one thing I do want to say, I want to apologize yet again. I love keeping the same energy. And again, what I was trying to say with this battle, if you watch the pay-per-view, you know exactly what I mean. Like, this was the most anticipated battle, Goods and Gems. The most anticipated battle. The room was packed. But on the pay-per-view, it felt like no one was there. The crowd was non-existent. I mean, even some of the battle rappers are tweeting this. This is no knock to Rare Breed because we're just bigging up every other battle on the card. It's just this battle specifically. They sold this like none other. I bought the pay-per-view for this battle.
The promo was crazy.
Period. I felt like, even though it was kind of petty from back and forth, but the way they did it, beautiful.
Classic.
I'm sold.
Classic promo.
Where is it at? Got my Chinese, and again, my Chinese food, my girl socks. I'm just leaned over like, oh, it's about to go down. Yeah. Goods, Gems up first.
Yeah.
It's about to be lit. Back of the year contender coming in.
Yeah.
And then it happens the way it happens. I'm going to let O-Rad talk. You know what I mean? Because you was there too. You can say whatever you want. This is an unscripted show. Hopefully they don't take it away. Whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say though. Man.
Personally, this is champion, correct?
Yeah, you can say whatever you
this
want.
is the home of honesty.
Thank you.
With that being said, for starters, I felt like the promo for the battle definitely A1.
Yeah.
The problem with the battle for me personally, I felt like both of them might have focused on a promo more than their actual material. That might have, affected the battle.
Yeah.
I think Good. I was entertained by Good's first round.
Right.
In all honesty, he had little jokes and things here and there. Vintage Goods.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't. For one thing, I didn't like the back and forth and them talking through each other's rounds. That was a huge problem for me. It's bad enough that y'all both not up there getting a reaction that we. It's not like we don't want to react to y'all.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm wide
awoke.
Man, listen, I didn't stand up in the VIP until them two was about to battle. I was standing up on my seat. Let's go.
Thank you.
Because I wanted to hear the swag bars. I was expecting that. Man, listen, I was expecting a whole wardrobe clash between both of them. I got a few entertaining bars from Goods. But just the extra behind the scenes thing in between the bars, but from both of them, that messed up the material a lot. Off jump, the material was lackluster anyway. That made it worse.
Yeah.
And then the altercation is like, oh my goodness, this might be the worst main event in the history of RBE.
Yeah.
Because initially I thought as soon as it happened, they just cost them a venue that they have, to me, I think they stay there because the business has always been A1 with RBE and Club Drum. It's been times where I can tell if RBE is throwing a big card, is that Club Drum?
So the same thing.
And I thought they messed up a good business relationship for ARP.
Yeah. So
ARP
my apologies is out to Rare Breed ARP. That's the
Yeah.
person I'm apologizing to right now in this moment.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get into
I
everything
think
else
they
later.
don't. I think they didn't deserve that
At all.
from either of them. I think Goods handled the situation wrong. He's after that, looking back on the situation as a man, he's apologized about it. I'm not going to say, oh, we can just forget about it, but I understand, as men, we make mistakes. Goods is not the first battle rapper to make a mistake.
Nope.
He's not going to be the last one to make a mistake. Yep. As a man, if he stands on it and acknowledges, okay, I did this wrong, it's like I can't ask for much more than that because what happened already. I felt some type of way there, like, come on, Goods, you better than this. But I mean, he may have took something the wrong way, and if he took it the way he took it, his reaction was his reaction. That's all I can say as a man. Whether I agree with it or not, I wasn't in his shoes. I don't have a daughter. I do have a son. I feel about my son how he feels about his daughter. I kind of felt like if he didn't want, if I'm not mistaken, Goods usually has in his contracts nothing can be mentioned about his daughter. Yeah. I felt like if you have that in your contract, you should abide by your own contract also.
Good point.
Don't
bring her up. Yeah.
You actually put her in the ratio of things, and it was already heated, and y'all were already very fickle and going back and forth. So it's like at that point, it was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, and he snapped. So but he's a man. None of us is immune to mistakes. So personally, overall, good event, terrible main event for me.
I'm gonna say this to you, Goods, sir. Leave the bottle at home when you battle from now on. No more Henny, or you might have to put soda in it. And I know that's your thing where you got the cup in your hand. That's your style. That's your swag. Don't do that anymore. Get something that looks like Henny. Don't drink Henny on stage no more because for Pepsi. Because for some reason, it always goes back to you was drinking or that can't always be the excuse. I was drinking. I had too much Henny. No. Do not drink during a battle. Drink after your battle. If things like this is going to happen, it's always going to be looked at. Well, who was drinking? The sober person looks like the saint. Who's drinking? So don't drink while you're on stage. What happened to Jims was not cool. Him getting sucker punched on stage was not cool. We could see it as many ways as we want. But overall, the battle was not cool either. The material was terrible. Jims had an angle where he talked about what happened to him in the first round, and it just fell flat. It wasn't set up, and I've seen Jims. Jims has way better setups than the way he set that up. It's like I gotta not, and I don't want to say the bars, but it just wasn't for that moment. When you talk about a crazy situation like that, you need to pull out all the stops, and when you get down to that bar, that's going to tell you what you're talking about. It needs to be a haymaker. And it wasn't. And the same thing with Goods. When Goods talked about Jim's situation, wasn't all that good. It was okay, but it wasn't good. People expected more from this battle because of the back and forth in the 2 years. It's the main event. They built this whole event off this battle. This battle sold the event. The promo was perfect. You get into the battle, and it's not really that good. Overall, the fans lost 3-0. Nobody won no rounds. I don't care how you put it. Do I think Goods had more swag or was a little bit over? Yeah, but overall, I don't think none of them won. I'm not picking a winner. They both lost.
I agree. I'm gonna leave it at that. I want to touch on this topic again. I feel like certain things were misconstrued, like we was giving Goods a pass. I'm gonna speak on that on a private, in a different video to address the situations. That's my final take. With that being said,
yeah, man, I got to throw the plug in for the Eagles. My voice is really done. I was down Broad Street. I was at Frankfurt and Cottman. We were screaming all day. Let's go Birds! We was going crazy. I want to say congratulations to the Eagles, the NFC champions. EAGLES, Eagles!
Any last words, Red?
Champion
of the year.
Hey.
I be damn, mama. They know who I am, mama. Still your little boy. Tell them I'm the man, mama. Smile a bit. I shook a couple hands, mama. I'm getting there. I made a couple bands.